ताडोबातल्या वाघिणीची चाल म्हणजे
Post-pandemic, after the contraction of the economy, the government, consulting a lot of experts, has come up with a budget which has a blend of stimulus-related efforts, and also the Honorable Prime Minister has not lost the opportunity of the pandemic to continue with the reforms. So in that way, this budget, coming as it does post the pandemic, has actually set the pace for India to become Atmanirbhar. So for India to become Atmanirbhar, even after the pandemic, and even as the pandemic is probably reviving in some countries, the second wave is coming in some countries, because we had an approach which was very spearheaded from the front by the Prime Minister himself, we've had a kind of retraction in the pandemic. The death rates are the lowest in the world. Active cases have come down. In a way, I can state with a bit of hesitation, because the pandemic is unpredictable, we have actually managed to bend the curve. And as a result, the revival of the economy looks lot more sustainable, and this budget therefore gives the necessary impetus. Now, very many members have spoken on the contents of the budget, and therefore the debate was lots more meaningful, and some of the points raised by the members I will certainly give answers to, and also reflect on some other thoughts which have come from various different members. But before I get into the specific issues raised, and before I get to replying on the specific issues, I think what I want to highlight is, as I said at the beginning, stimulus plus reforms. An opportunity has been taken out of the pandemic situation. A challenging situation of the pandemic did not deter the government, did not deter us from taking up reforms which are going to be necessary for sustaining a long-term growth for this country. And as a result, very many steps were taken out and announced even during the Atmanirbhar package announcements, and in this budget we have kept the pace up and announced measures which are for the reforms. And reforms, not just one-off, reforms not just every now and then, but reforms riveted in a policy. Riveted in a policy which is therefore going to give a neat background, a layout spread before the Parliament for people to know that this is not a subjective, knee-jerk reform because you're every now and then questioned on it, but a reform which is going to lay a path for India to be one of the top economies of the world in the coming decade and further. So that kind of an approach, which is a courageous approach of a government which believes that the people of India have mandated it to do such an exercise. I was very encouraged to see several of our MPs, many of them very young, probably the first-time entrants, speaking with such fervor about the kind of reforms which the Prime Minister is spearheading, and that gives hope for this economy and for democracy, because India's 2/3 of our population is the youth of this country who hold the hope for this future. And because the hope is what we have to service, attend and facilitate, this budget is drafted the way in which it is drafted. And therefore the policy, particularly the disinvestment in the PSE policy, does not allow for any kind of elementary or rudimentary approach to it. It clearly states, after all,
विठू माऊलीचा गजर म्हणजे